Here's your daily reminder to go and drink some more water. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today I needed to get ready from the start. I needed to shower, skincare, blow dry my hair, and get ready for the day. So I thought I would film it for this week's video. It's just been one of those weeks. I'm recovering from a cold sore, which really isn't cute. So it's recovered, but it's just kind of that dry patch area that it's driving me mental. And I just must be so severely run down. Like, I'm not really sick, I just feel run down. I had an ulcer at the back of my throat, so that wasn't really fun either. But today I'm feeling a little bit better, so that's a good thing. I've just had a shower. I'm going to pop some skincare on, makeup, do my hair, show you a few products I use and how I kind of style my hair at the moment, and then pop on a little bit of makeup. So in the shower I used this cleanser. It's from The Ordinary. This is my second bottle and it is such a good cleanser. It's the Squalane cleanser, or Squalane cleanser. Squalane, I know, is a really awful ingredient that is derived from sharks, I think, and this one is a plant-based squalane. So yeah, I love it. This is my second bottle. I went through the smaller size first bottle, and then I was kindly topped up by the brand with a few more of their products to test out, which I'm in the midst of testing at the moment. But if you are looking for a really nice creamy cleanser to kind of use in the mornings, it says it removes makeup, but for me I need a little bit more. I need like a thicker balm to remove my makeup. But I really love this in the morning and as my second cleanse in the evening after I take my makeup off with a thicker balm cleanser. There's like no scent, there's no essential oils, it's just like a really simple creamy cleanser. It does the job, leaves your skin feeling really soft. There's literally nothing in here that could upset your skin. I genuinely feel like anyone would love this cleanser. Oh, and not to mention it's The Ordinary, so it's pretty affordable. I think this big size might go for like 40 New Zealand dollars, and then you can get like half the size for like 20, which in the scheme of things is really good. Like, I've used cleansers triple the price that are filled up with fragrance that make my skin feel really irritated and dry, and this one is so much better than those types of cleansers. There's just not really any need to go luxury when it comes to a cleanser, so highly recommend. My skin has been a little bit dry and irritated over the last few weeks, so I've just been using my Avene Hydrance rehydrating serum. It's got the thermal water in here, so it's really good if your skin is feeling a little bit irritated. It's just a basic hydrating serum, hyaluronic acid, really nice cooling ingredients in there. It kind of plumps the skin. It's also quite affordable. It's like just from the pharmacy. If you need a new hydrating serum, it's a pretty good one. So instantly I just feel like my skin is so refreshed. Such a nice serum. Like, I honestly love it. Well, you can tell I'm about halfway through it. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of eye cream. This is the Lotus Youth Preserve eye cream from Fresh. I was sent this from Sephora and I'm really enjoying it. I have mentioned this before. I think in one of my last videos I mentioned this product and I said it's one of the only eye creams that I've tried over the past year that doesn't make my eyes water throughout the day. It's quite a thick, creamy consistency, so it's a really nice one to pick up going into the autumn where your under eyes are probably feeling a little bit more dry. But I've also noticed, like, after I started using this for a couple of days, the skin around this area was just like so soft. My makeup, like my under eye concealer, was applying really nicely under my eyes, and I feel like it was down to this eye cream. It's a really, really nice one, and even though it's a thicker consistency, it actually absorbs quite quickly. I'm just going to keep my skincare routine pretty simple today because I don't want to freak my skin out again. Now, the La Mer, the Moisturising Soft Cream. Do you need to spend $500 on a moisturiser? Absolutely freaking not. You do not need to. Are you a luxury skincare lover and you're not really into like handbags, or you don't really spend your money traveling much, and you have the spare money and you love skincare and you do want something that makes you feel like $1 million when you put it on? If you're one of those people, will you enjoy it? You will. You will thoroughly enjoy it. When my skin was having a little bit of a meltdown, it got burnt, then I over exfoliated it, and it was just like, no matter what I put on it, my skin would be so irritated and red, and this is the only moisturizer I have been able to use because the La Mer, like the ingredients, the miracle broth that goes into the La Mer products, it's sourced from this like special kelp in Canada or something. Part of the reason it's so expensive, but that was kind of formulated for people with burns. The guy that started La Mer and created this miracle broth, I think his wife or his daughter had these really bad burns, and so he made this cream to soothe the burns. I mean, it's got fragrance in it, so it's not like a fragrance-free product. I don't know, if you had super sensitive skin, maybe it wouldn't work, but my skin was really sensitive and absolutely loving this. It was so soothing and didn't make it any more red, whereas a few of my other moisturizers were. But I mean, I was gifted this. I probably wouldn't go out and spend my own money on La Mer. I mean, maybe I would. We'll see how much I miss this cream after I'm finished using it. But I've had this pot for a while now, since the end of last year, and I've used it a lot. I'm only kind of like halfway through it, but it's just, it's not as thick as the original Creme de la Mer, but it just really makes my skin feel and look amazing. And yeah, I was gifted it. I'm gonna use it up. I'm sure you guys can think that that's fair enough, but no, I don't think you need to be spending that kind of money on your skincare routine unless you are just one of those people that likes a little bit of luxury. I love the packaging as well. It's like this really luxurious, heavy, like almost, I don't know, ceramic, glassy ceramic packaging. I don't really know how to describe it, but at least for the price it costs, it's really good. For SPF, I use SPF every day of the year. It is like the most important step in your skincare routine. And not just because of getting burnt, it's the UVA that causes aging and lines, and I would just rather protect my skin from the sun, especially because we live in New Zealand where there is a hole in the ozone layer. So this is my Dermalogica Solar Defense Booster SPF 50. I just mix this in with my Drunk Elephant Bronzi. I'm nearly running out of this, so I need to get a new one. I basically use this as like fake tan on my face for the day that just washes off at the end of the day. Oh my god, look how disgusting this is. I've been using this for so long now. Mix them together. And now I instantly look like I've been on holiday. I love using this stuff as well, like on those days where I just might want to use a little bit of concealer, because you do get that colour back in your face and it kind of blurs out any sort of imperfections. And I feel like when you've got a tan face, you just feel a million times better, let's be honest. So now I feel like my skin is looking nice and glowy and even. I'm going to blow dry and style my hair. So in the shower, the current shampoo I'm using is the KMS AddPower shampoo. It basically is like a hair strengthening shampoo, just because I felt like over the summer, all the swimming and stuff, and I bleach my hair. So I'm going to use anything that's going to help strengthen it. And then I used the Kerastase Cicaflash Fondant, which is basically a conditioner for lightened or highlighted hair. And it's just really hydrating, you know, when your hair gets quite dry if you bleach it. This is just a really nice conditioner to basically keep your blonde looking nice and creamy, but also keep your hair really hydrated. So these two together are like perfect. Oh, and I feel like I haven't even mentioned my little hair wrap. This is from a brand called, I feel like I need to look it up. Aquis, that's the brand. It's about $50. It's got all sorts of technical fabric technology that helps to kind of like absorb the water in your hair. And I think from what I read, it's a lot more gentle on your hair and your scalp rather than using like a normal towel to wrap your hair up. So I always, whenever I wash my hair, I'll just pop it in one of these, and then I'll do my skincare, or I'll do my makeup, or I'll potter around the house and get some stuff done. I will take it out. So it's got this really cute little button at the back, which is great because it's never going to fall out even if you're doing like housework or something. Just gonna give it a bit of a zhuzh. Gonna give it a bit of a brush. This is my Tangle Teaser brush. Honestly gets through any sort of knots. Mind you, I don't really have very knotty hair, especially because it's quite short. You guys are probably aware of this, but I've had short hair for a really long time. I'm actually considering growing it out a little bit for autumn. What do you think? Or do you really like the short hair? I don't know, I feel like I haven't had longer hair in about 2 years. I don't even know myself without having short hair. I've just brushed my little parting in, and then I'm going to use the KMS AddPower Strengthening Fluid. It's basically a leave-in conditioner. I normally use my Kerastase one, which I love and I've used for years. But I recently worked on a campaign with KMS, That's going to go live soonish, and I've actually been really enjoying these products. So I'm going to use a pea-size amount of that and just sort of work it through my hair. And this is just going to be a bit of a heat protectant. And yeah, I think it does just as much of a great job as my Kerastase one that I've used for years to help kind of just blow dry my hair and make it look nice and shiny, but also protected from the heat. I always use a hair oil, and this is my third bottle of the Kerastase Elixir Ultime. I think it's the best hair oil in the world. It absorbs so fast. If you put it on the ends of your hair and air dry it or blow dry it, it absorbs so quickly as it's drying. So it's not like an oily hair oil, it's like a dry oil. So it's really nourishing, really good for helping damaged ends, or like, you know, when you blow dry your hair at the hairdresser and the bottom of your hair just looks so uniform and nice, it kind of helps give you that look like just when you're blow drying it at home by yourself. But I just use one pump, rub it together, put it through the ends of my hair. I feel like it also protects your ends from heat, from straightening or blow drying as well, so that you don't really get split ends. And now I'm just going to blast it with the new GHD Helios hair dryer. I went to a press event for this a couple of weeks ago and came home with this absolute beauty. Like, is this just the most beautiful hair dryer you've ever seen in your life? It's like rose gold and white. I love the little hook. It's got a hook so that you can actually hang it up in your bathroom or whatever if you hang up a hook. But it's great. It's basically been designed so that your hair dries with like no static, no frizz whatsoever, and it's true. My other hair dryer, I never used to blow dry my hair because I hated the staticky kind of look that my other hair dryer would make because of the way it's just the heat in the hair and how hair dries and all that kind of thing. This one's been specifically designed so that you don't get any frizz, which I love. So I'm just gonna quickly blast my hair and I'll kind of brush it through at the same time. So yeah, it's pretty impressive. It literally leaves you looking like you've just been and had a blow wave at the salon. I also find that blow drying really brings out the creaminess in blonde hair, like if it's dyed. All of these highlights in my hair are just absolutely popping. And to be honest, today I'm happy leaving it like this. Like, I don't really need to do anything. We'll move on to my makeup. So I'm just gonna pop on a little bit of my Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh tint. Very similar to this Clinique ID BB Gel tint. Like, they're basically the same thing, just more of a luxury, more of a mid-price premium version of the product. But I'm gonna use my Chanel today because I'm slightly addicted to it. When my skin is good, I love using something that's basically just giving a slight wash of tint. I've only got a few errands to do today. Other than that, I'm just going to be pretty much at home. So I don't need anything too crazy on my face. Oh, the other thing I was sent recently that I've been using over the last couple of days, like going out to events and stuff, is the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturising Makeup. Oh my god, it's so good. I wouldn't even say this is glowy. I'd probably say it's more like a luminous look. So you're not going to look super sweaty. It just makes you look really radiant. It's very similar to the YSL Touche Eclat All-in-One Glow Foundation, but this is lighter coverage. This is a more fuller coverage. So like, I would wear this out if I was doing like a full face of makeup look, whereas this is more something I'd probably wear as like a lighter coverage BB cream. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this. I'm in the shade 2W1 Dawn, and I love it. But I'm just going to do something a little bit more lightweight today. So this guy has little pearls of pigment, and there's like a serum in there, and then it kind of, they all burst when you apply it to your face. That's kind of how it's like a serum consistency, but you've got a little bit of a wash of coverage there. It's not really even coverage, but it does even your skin out. So have a good look at how my skin is looking now. I'm gonna do 2 pumps, and I wonder if I can show you this without it. Let's see, it's really watery. I like using it with my hands. You can see there is, it's like a really crazy lightweight tinted moisturizer. It's like a tinted, it's a tinted serum. So yeah, it's basically one step lighter than a tinted moisturizer. And it absorbs quite quickly, but you can see how it's just left my skin looking really radiant and juicy, but there is like a tiny bit of coverage there. It's just evened everything out so nicely. Oh, it's such a nice product. It kills me how expensive it is. My Glossier Stretch Concealer. If you can't get your hands on one of these, I mean, you can U-shop it, like New Zealand Post U-shop from America, but it's just going to be expensive. But if you can't get your hands on one of these, then I really recommend the RMS Uncover Up Concealer. It's very similar. Just a really nice dewy concealer for those areas of your face that you just need a tiny bit more coverage, but it's definitely a good skin week concealer. Like, it's not gonna cover a lot. But I really like it under the eyes. It's very illuminating. Makes you look, I mean, see, look, the coverage still covers the darkness under my eyes. A little bit on top of the lid, because my lids are quite veiny. Other eye, around the nose, because I get a little bit of redness. Just on my chin, around my dry healing cold sore. Well, it's not a cold sore anymore, it's just basically a patch of dry skin. A little bit around here, we've got some leftover scarring. I mean, it gives you a bit more coverage, but it doesn't completely cover, which I like, because I mean, we all want to cover things like acne scarring or pimples or whatever, but I don't think it's a big deal if you can kind of still see them showing through. Like, it just makes you look like a real person. I completely understand when you've got acne you want like a heavy duty concealer. Completely get that. Chanel cream bronzer, as always. I'm in a completely exclusive relationship with this bronzer. It is running out very quickly. I'm not going to go too heavy today. I'm going to use my Tom Ford glow stick in the shade Mageve. It's the most beautiful rosy nude cheek cream blush. Oh, it's such a nice blush. I absolutely am just completely obsessed with it. I'm not going to bother with any highlighter because I've got such a glowy base on. Like, I don't even need any highlighter. This is the Hourglass Veil Powder. Just use a little bit of this around the areas that I don't necessarily want to look glowy. But it kind of gives a matte radiant look, so it doesn't make you look dull, like, you know how some powders can make you look quite dull. Glossier brow gel. If you guys have any recommendations for brow gels that you can get just from like Mecca, can you let me know, because I'm probably going to be in the market for a new one soon, because this is running out pretty quickly. I love the really moussey ones like this. I've heard the Hourglass one is good, so maybe I'll try that one next. Brush up and then out. I like a pretty bushy looking brow. You know what, I might actually just put some Fix Plus on. This is the lavender scent, just to kind of refresh and lock everything in. It'll help the powder and the cream kind of become one. I'm just going to go with my Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss, because this dry area on my lips, I just don't think that's going to be able to handle proper lipstick at the moment. But this is just as opaque as a lipstick, even though it's a lip gloss. It's in the shade Free Spirit. But for a lip gloss, like, how much has that dressed up my makeup look, even though it's a very casual everyday makeup look? What I might do actually to my hair is use my Kerastase VIP Volume and Powder. It basically just gives you a little bit of volume. Just spray. Zhuzh. So you can see it really works. Gives you the volume. basically how I get ready, not every day because I don't wash and blow dry my hair every single day, but this is pretty much the look I go for with my hair. Let me know if you think I should grow it out or if I should leave it this length. I think it could be cute to have longer hair for the autumn winter. But yeah, nice glowy, protected, hydrated skin, a lightweight makeup look, blush, bronzer, a bushy brow. This is pretty much my everyday look. So thank you guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and I will see you guys next week. Mwah!